Well, at least you can hear me and see me. But I'm frozen. Hi, Fortuna. Welcome back. Oh, man. Man. What a mess, huh? My tuber is frozen. I've got a little bit of echo that I don't know where it's coming from. But at least I'm able to stream. You know, fairy rain coming soon. I hope that's the good kind of fairy rain. Oh, I gotta wear a helmet. Okay, hold on. Okay, helmet is on because he made me wear it for 10 minutes. Uh, yeah. Yay, fairy rain! But yeah, my VTuber is unfortunately frozen. I had it fixed and it was working fine, and then all of a sudden, of course, uh, I already went through the whole process of fixing so many things, and now VTube 2 is like, nope, not gonna work. Everything's plugged in correctly. Everything's been correct. It worked fine last week, and whatever, whatever. All right, I'm gonna actually make a slight change up around here. The idea is okay. Ooh, no, 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 not like that. Anyways, thanks for everyone who stuck around through this little bit of mess just now. We're gonna make this slightly different here. Hey, you used my emotes. There we go. Because it's a fancier place. Viral! Oh my gosh, it's just like I saw you 5 minutes ago. No way, what are the odds? Only this time it's frozen. Actually, I'm gonna leave this as grass in the back. Nah, I'm gonna leave it as is. You see, it's the janky hotel, but it's the Grand Hotel, so it has to be extra fancy. They're the only place with a special road around around their hotel. Yes, very fancy indeed. How would this look? No. What about this color? Blends in too much. No. Too clashy. No. Okay, this is fine. But anyway, welcome everyone who decided to show up and hang out. Everything should be good now, except for, Frozen model. Wah. Am I stealing paintings? So, funny thing about that, I heard that the password to the Louvre was just Louvre. Bruh. Can you... it's still amazing that people were able to do that to one of the most well-known art installations, and they just went in, stole stuff, and got out. Amazing. And the fact that the Louvre, somewhere that level of importance, just nope, they totally didn't have strong defenses for their like cyber stuff. Oh, it's just Louvre. Bro, you gotta be kidding. Like, you're just gonna have Louvre? Do I want potted plants instead there? Do I even have potted plants? Bushes, bush, no potted plants, okay. Your average run-of-the-mill thief can't spell the Louvre. True. True, so you would have to be a fancy thief. Okay, I'm gonna move this event over here. There we go. So here's a joke for you. Where did the thieves store all the art that they stole? At the Louvre Shack, baby. Yes, I went there with the B-52s. The new password is probably, yeah, Revoul or Louvre, but they instead of with an E with a 3. Okay, that makes this place look extra like, yeah. People will be like, why does this spot have that around it? Because this place is fancy and janky. All right. So this month is also my affiliate anniversary month, and hopefully I have things working properly for that stream. I'm not sure what I'll do for that one. Probably some crosscode at level 1. Yeah, Lorb 2 or here or 2 Lorb 2 Artie or something. Or Les Artistes. Okay, that's right. 30/20. Yeah, I want that. Okay, so the stairs. Double door that entrance. Wait, the entrance to the hotel? It wouldn't look right. It wouldn't look right with the way it's designed. You wonder with how many 2D RPGs bother making the interior of a building match the outside? Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I try to a little bit, but also there's a part where it's whatever. My main thing is I want to have it, buildable, playable, whatever first, and then everything else can come later. As the saying goes, just make it exist first. Just have it there. Yay! Fortuna caught the slowpoke. Okay. You try to keep the house 1.5 times the size of the outdoor building. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm using just classic video game logic. You're like, yeah, you might have it, big, big looking building should be big, but also sometimes a small house is larger than it looks. Okay, you go up the stairs. These will be spiral stairs, basically, so that they drop you. How much of a space was there? One, two, three, four, five, six. Six spaces. Don't try to do one for one, it just makes the outdoor look too big. Yeah, I get that. Okay, six spaces between the stairs. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, and then in between these will be what should go in between those two stairs? Let's look. I'm also considering So I have some new, well, not new, but I have downloaded still a bunch of different tile sets and whatnot that I just haven't uploaded to RPG Maker, and I might experiment with some of those looks. But first, I want to, build it. What do I want in here? Do I just want the walls there? I could make the waterfall. No, because that I had to go up to. Okay, no, this is fine. Okay, you've got the two sets of stairs here. Let's put. Gosh, there's so much that can go there. Let's put wall. And what's in here, you might ask? That's a good question. In here. I will place. No. This is supposed to be a fancy hotel. I don't have the best choices. Okay, here, okay. What if. Let's try interior 2. That changes things. Whoa, not that. Not that one. Definitely not that one. You see, I have a few other ones. Um, nope. This is just to give you an idea of some of the other things I have available. And this is definitely not going to be it. Wow. I kind of looked how interior 2 looked, actually. But it's basically the same as interior 1. Only I don't think that interior 2 has the setup. Nine nine 10 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. I don't think that. Oh no, this does not have have it at all. Well, I could put 9 9 10 on there. Okay. What? No, hold on. How do you change that? Okay, so that's how. 9, okay, 9, 9, 10, and the rest is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. That's how to do that. Okay. Let's apply passability interior. Oh gosh, that's this is a lot. XXX. Am I really gonna try to go through all this? XXX star X circle. XXX star X circle. Oh no, that was the wrong thing. X X X star X circle. Yeah, best view that. Hey, view this. Banned. The fairy, yeah. If I want fairy viewers, I'll ask Fortune at flicker wand, and I'll be like, all right, magical wand or whatever, wizard staff, fairy staff, something. Okay, 1, 2, 3, X. 1, 2, 3, X. This is something I should have done. Oh, passability fun. Oh yeah. X X circle circle square square. X X circle circle square. Yep, trying to match it. Oh crap! And this is for the lower layer. There's still an upper layer. Sheesh. I don't know if there's a way to basically copy um like if you have this and but the graphics are different, to just copy the setup. Because if there was, that would make it a lot easier. Circle, circle. Okay, a square of circles and then X is there. Because man, that's one of the reasons I held off on messing with these, because there's a lot, sure, but also I was hoping that there would be just a faster way, but sometimes no, there just isn't. Circle X, circle, circle, and then all X's. Okay. Oh no! What's just happened here? I went too far down. That's what. Oh gosh, there's yeah, there's a lot. That's okay. That's okay. This is game. This is all part of game dev, folks. Don't worry. All right, interior 1. Another 4. Okay, 4 circles, 4 and then the rest X's. In fact, if I like how this looks, I'll do it on the other map. Just because, hey, it's the Janky Hotel. Okay, another set of all X's. Okay, pretty much I go all... Interior 2. So that's supposed to be an X, and then Tier 1. Yep. Okay. Then X all these out. X, formerly Twitter. Wait, what? Speaking of which, if you are on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and you see someone trying to be me, it's not me. I only have a Blue Sky and a Discord. Okay, next set of 4s are all X's. What's the circle? Click these all off. Okay, apply. Apply, please. There we go. Slow progress, I know. Okay. X star circle XXX. And then circles in a 9. Okay. X star circle X X. No, that's a circle. X. You were thinking about creating an account at some point. Blue Sky is better because now uh, Blue Sky does not have Elon or ads. It has fewer bots. The blocks are super powerful. Where basically, if you block someone, they're gone forever, and they're called nuclear blocks. Also, if you block someone, or someone block, or there's a block, then pretty much everyone in the chain can't see what happened or who it is. There's it's interesting, but it works. There's starter packs. There's more interaction, and it's steadily growing. And some people say, "Oh well, Blue Sky sucks because it's boring." How many people are you following? How much are you interacting? And are you there for actual conversation or drama? If you want drama and fighting, you go to Twitter, X, whatever, and you fight with bots. On Blue Sky, you actually talk to people. There's mostly people, real people. There is an algorithm, but it does not apply to the chronological feed. The following feed is your default, and that's chronological order. The Discover and other feeds that you can create, because you can create different feeds. So if you just want to see game developers, you can have it set up in a way. There are a lot of game developers on Blue Sky, Fortuna. There's surprisingly a lot. Some are on both, and of course you have people on like Reddit and wherever. Well, you already know one person who's on there. Okay. Well, the next layer is X is below here. Doop, doop, ba-doop. Okay, then it's an X circle X. And then those are good. Oh, I can take my helmet off now. Yeah, my VTuber's frozen. So sad. Stars across the top, and then X is below. Okay. X, 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 X. And then no, interior. X is there, and then circles below. Okay. X, 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 X. And apply. Oh, there wasn't a demo project with the tile sets? No, I just found these. I don't even remember where I found a lot of these tile sets. I think some of them were just from the RPG Maker forums, and I just grabbed them, uploaded it, and unfortunately, it's however it is. Whatever. Eh. Yeah, I know the it's blurst using an older engine because a lot of things you have to do completely on your own. Okay, those are all circles, but the fancy stuff is X'd out. Okay, that's the bottom, and then all okay. Bottom row is X's, X's with a circle, and yeah. Let me make sure that looks right. I think those should be those. Okay. Yeah, I wish there was a way to just easy cross it. Okay. Now I have to go to the upper layer. Okay, so that's easy. Everything above the savior circle is an X except for star in the corners. Okay. These are all X's then. And the janky hotel's gotta look a little different, right? Okay, and then and then the last part. The passage. Okay. Oh, these are whoops, that's an X. That's an X. Those are X's. Okay, I see how to X those out. X all of these. And then check this one. X, X, circle, circle. Okay. X, X, leave those as they are. At least this is a little easier. Triple X, triple star. Okay. Star, star, star. Same thing. Alright. Next two ranks are the same thing. X, X, X. Two star. Give me a star here. My mouse is being finicky. Thank you for the lurk, Fortuna. Appreciate you. Thanks everyone who's hanging out, by the way, and dealing with all my nonsense. And again, my frozen, my frozen VTuber. It was fine. Again, it was fine before. Let's stay on interior, please. X, 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 circle, circle, X. Okay. X. And then directly underneath these X's. Okay. Oh, so there's still a lot more to go. That's okay. All part of game dev, folks. All part of game dev. I wonder if I closed VTube Studio, the camera would work. I might try that on the break here. And if you're wondering what break, I'm gonna run a break in about 10 or so minutes. But for now, we're gonna keep on going here. Okay, interior. Interior. Okay, XX and then a bunch of circles. Those are all circles, okay. All X's in a star. Interior. We are doing one row at a time here. All X's there. Okay. The chairs get circles. The rest do not. This gets a star. No, it gets a X. Okay. And one of these. Wait, crap. One of the other ones here gets a circle. Interior. Okay, that one does. Okay, making progress. Making progress. X's all across the next couple rows here. Though I think they should be able to. Passage possible. Okay. I might want to mess with that if I want to have it look like their heads are in the piece. Okay. Okay, X those out. Then a circle followed by a whole bunch of X's. Okay, those are all X'd. Almost there. Almost there. Triple X circle. And then these are also X'd out. Okay, and I see how that works out there. That's the bottom of it. Circles, and circle where the person sits. Okay, that's cool. That's good. That's set. And now the passage. That looks to be about the same. Let me look. Okay, okay. You know what? That's good. That's fine. I'm going to see what this looks like then. With the interior 2 applied. Ooh. Oh, wow. Wow. This looks actually like really good. I like it. Hmm. Who knows? I might end up using the second versions of the interior here. Oh, but these tables. These tables. I've got to. Okay, okay. No problem. No problem. I'm on the mid layer. Hmm. Okay, that should be fine. That should be. There's a Porygon too. Okay, that's fine. But now that desk doesn't look right. Ah, that's the curse of it. See, now that's too short. Those are too short. Hmm. Huh. Those are one thing that definitely looked better in version 1. Cuz it looks cool otherwise. That's an issue. Okay, but what if No, that looks worse. Okay, I gotta figure out a version that works here. Hmm. Yeah, because there unfortunately there's no other way to really connect it. No, that doesn't look right. Darn it! Oh well, had to try. Had to try. Because I want the person to be, they're at a desk area. And nothing else really gives me the desk vibe. Okay. Darn it. Level 2 is a different story, but for level 1, yeah. Yeah, it just looks better. Oh, new. I wish there was like a either a way to curve the desks around or something. Yeah, it'll have to be that way. Oh, hi SG, how are you? Simple Gaming. Yeah, it's hard music, but at the same time, I'm in having a hard moment. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? As you can see, my VTuber is currently frozen. All right, how about now? I just dropped the music volume a bit. Any better? Worse? Let's drop it over here. Oh, I've had a couple of streams where it hasn't frozen, but today it has decided to freeze. Yeah, I've tried rebooting VTube Studio many times. I've messed with my camera settings, and yeah, it just hasn't worked right. Yeah. And the other thing I've been working with SG is okay, like this is how the map looks now, but I also like how I'm using the second version of the interior. And the desk just doesn't look right. Like no matter how I try to set it up, like, I want to make the tables look right, and they just don't. Not in this version, even though everything else looks cool. So I'll give you a moment to think. Hey, which one should it work on? This version or a basic version? No comment on the complete. Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna leave it on this for now. Earlier, I was having issues where you couldn't hear my, you couldn't hear anything. I had to reboot my computer, and then at least that got it to work. But yeah, I've been having so many little computer issues here, and they're like, "What is going on?" So if it's not one thing, it's another. My Xbox controller wasn't working. Got that to work. Had my VTuber frozen, then now unfreezing and then freezing again. Oh man, it's been. I would just like to have it back again, where hey, everything works the way it's supposed to again. Ah well. And this is gonna be player touch. Transfer player. Alright, and then. Ah, whoops, that's actually gotta go there. Because otherwise I would have put them on the. Going down. Go to the second layer. Come on. Yep. And then edit that. Okay, that's fine. Cool. You're working some moves for the arena battle. Its work never ends. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. There's always something, huh? Like I've always got little things going on here that I do in the background on certain days and times and whatnot. Transfer player. And then create another event. You're still using action sequences. Not sure if it was a thing. So okay, I'll show you. I'll show you that. Oh, thank you. Hello, DDH1. How are you? Welcome to a very janky and upstream as it may be. My VTuber's frozen. Dragons! Hello! Ah, we got another RPG maker. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, Raiders! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Unfortunately, you don't get to see my VTuber doing all sorts of cool, funny, animated stuff as he would be right now. moving around and be like, "Wow!" But you can see that at least. Hi. So I am the animation voice, voiceover talent, VTuber whose model is currently frozen. Indie game streamer and developer. I'm currently working on my own game called Mystery of the Sky Temple. How are you, D757? How was your RPG Maker adventure? And Raiders, welcome in. If you need to lurk or twerk or work or snack or drink or whatever you gotta do, hey, appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. How was everything? How was everything? I'm working on a janky hotel, and it's been a janky stream already, so there's that. Oh, and we got Zexy here. We got a Zexy boy. Hey, Zexy. And we got Pokemon going on. We got Zexy doing Diablo. We got I'm all like blah, 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 blah. You can't see me being tongue tied because of my frozen VTuber. Wah. We got D757. We got all sorts of goodness going on. Yeah. So at the very least, I'm gonna show everyone. I'm gonna pause the background music for a second. Actually, I'm just gonna lower it a lot. I'm gonna show you what the janky hotel looks like and sounds like. So welcome to my world. I gotta do this real quick. And yeah, I put a basically like a little stone area around here, around the janky hotel. How about that for the music? Because it's supposed to be a really fancy hotel. With a waterfall you can walk behind. And then we go up to the second level. Well, there's nothing here yet. It is! It is! This is the casino theme song. But for a fancy looking hotel, yeah, this is the right kind of theme. And you want to know how fancy it is? A regular room is 1,000. A janky suite will be 5,000. If you say the prices are outrageous, it's the Grand Hotel. If you can't afford a room here, go sleep in a barn or something. Now please make way for people who have money. And then this character, SG, who is in chat, this is their character, Jankus Maximus. They give a name. They're like, "Hello and welcome to my Grand Hotel. It's been my childhood dream to own my own hotel, and now it's mine with all the jank I could ever want. Enjoy your stay." That's a running gag here. This melody comes from the genius mind of Ceres von Magner. What, you never heard of him? Incredible. I forget who gave me that name. One day I'll play in front of an audience of 30,000. Who's this person? You look so common. Why are you talking to me? Go away. Yeah, you can tell this is all like that's gonna be the spirit here. I'm here on a business trip. This was the fanciest hotel on the continent. I couldn't imagine staying anywhere else. Yeah, that's. So one of the important things about this game, it's a parody of and love letter to 16-bit games. I call this guy. There's sand on my boots, sand on my pants, sand just gets everywhere. Rough, coarse, irritating. It's enough to make someone want to poison the whole country. Kefka, Final Fantasy VI reference. And then, maybe I need a shower. Cowabunga! This person wants to take a boat. You've got sneaky little fairies like this one, called Al Dente. Ho ho ho, I'm going to make all these fish into my dinner. Oh, I was just joking. I wouldn't steal all the fish. Just 75% of them. You're a big Final Fantasy fan, so this is right up your alley. Right on. Well, that plane is ruined. Bye! As you can see, I do have a demo available. You can click the link, it'll take you to the itch.io page, and it's a free download. So, if you dig some of the silliness, now, fair warning, this area of the map is, is restricted. In the demo, you cannot get into this town. You can, however, explore all this place. Actually, I'm gonna. Oh right, I have to go. I just phased through. See, I can phase through things. I can show you the world. Yes, the tank flies. The world is small, but you know, that's okay. It doesn't need to be a huge world. I've even got in here some absolute silliness. King Ray, yeah, King Ray is only 35. Like this person. Can you keep a secret? Yes. Queen Supreme is my cousin's sister's best friend's former roommate. Which makes them absolutely nothing, by the way. Yes, Spaceballs references. I've got a library in the castle. All of these books in the center here are deep lore books. On the upper level, puns like Planets, Moons, and the Cosmos by Luna C. The book makes you space out for a bit. A savior circle. These only appear indoors or in caves, especially if danger is present. Why would there be one in the library, though? None of the books will hurt you. Will they? Hey, don't open me! Huh? Open the chest? Seriously, leave me alone. Try to open the chest? Hey! Alright, we're in the library. Be quiet. Gee, I wonder what that could be. I'm intentionally leaving that one alone. Oh, here's a fun thing. Well, here are the toilets. I should probably make these a little more private, but there were toilets in the castle. Is this the one? I'm just gonna cut across here. Breakthrough. Okay. I've even got a sneaky chest over here. Brrr, belch. Oh, excuse me. Huh? Little treasures? Yeah, you some of them. They were delicious. What? You're still here? Look, I'm not an evil mimic. I won't attack you if you promise to leave me alone. What do you do? Alright, chat. Your choice. Leave the chest alone or call the guard. Call the guard. Okay. What seems to be the problem? This chest is a mimic. Where's the nearest restroom? Or nothing. Sorry to bother you. Your choice. Alright. This is just so you can see the silliness that's involved. The real story, there is deep story and lore and whatnot, but all the side stuff is hilarious. Stop snitching! Wah! Wait, what? I thought we took care of the mimic problem. I'll to check it out when my relief gets here. You fools! Why I oughta... I won't let my anger get to me like other mimics. I won't! I won't! I won't! Just get out of here! Go! Away with you! Boom. You blew it, bub. No items for you. Yeah. So, that's a thing. Also, I lowered the volume in pretty much everything to 50% because in RPG Maker 2003, it's quite loud at the start. Or let me show you East Town a little bit here. This is a giant inn and pub. You can talk to everyone here. The people on this half are just random NPCs, like this guy. Where should I begin, Yar? The time I narrowly escaped from a kraken, or when I found me the treasure of Captain Crunchberry. Sweet one that is, Yar. And the people from all in this row and all in here are either streamers, game developers, or people I know in real life somehow. Oops. Then on this side, these are just regular characters. Fortuna, who was in here earlier and is lurking, has her own shop. I've got horses, like this one. I fell down this well once, now I make sure no one else falls in. That little Timmy who fell down a well. We got a mayor here. The mayor, by the way, her name is Mayor Nays. Yep. Mayonnaise. Just to give you samples of the absolute silliness going on. Yeah, everyone has something to say, that character says. Oh, yeah, there's a zombie over here. He's just hanging out. Why is there a zombie? Because there is. There certainly is. There's a ghost here? Yes, there certainly is. Oh, and you can talk to a lot of the animals. Like cats. Hi, homie. Ninjas are the coolest. But that's the little world here. Alright, I am going to run a break, or take a break for about 3 minutes. I'm going to run some ads. And this is a great chance for everyone, especially the lurkers, if you need to stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, use a restroom, whatever. Go ahead and do that. And I will see you back in about 3 minutes. Okay, welcome back. It's a shame that this still is not working quite right, my VTuber. But anyway, also my microphone has a slight echo. Eh, just gonna have to make do for now, huh? All right, let's get back to creating. This is the second floor. No, this is fine. There should be something in the middle here. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. So what should I put here in the middle? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I could put people. I could build something in here. I can even get rid of the walls and put the stairs higher up. It doesn't matter. But we've got it going so far. Okay, let's definitely add. Okay. I'm gonna add some like rooms. Using that? No. Do I use the same tile or different to... So I can corridor off, where the different rooms are where you have to open doors. Okay. No, that looks ugly. Trying to find the right one. Could be an interior thing too. No. So I want this. Yeah. Now this is the tricky part. How do I put together the insides of a hotel? Because you know how you have your corridors leading to rooms and whatnot, and I would kind of like that, but also this is a grand hotel, so it's got to have fancy stuff. Maybe on the third floor is where I'll have pathways. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll make a third floor will just be a much more narrow slice. Okay. So here on the second floor, we can have cool stuff. All right, yeah, that'll be the will that be the feeding? No, that's not gonna look right. So then have to it would probably look best. Yeah, it would look best if it maintains the same. Okay. All right. I want to see how that looks. Sometimes really just you have to go into it to see. Yeah, I gotta lower that. Okay, so let's. Where'd my mouse go?
Hey, laser lips!
Hi,
Your
Slick.
mama was a snowblower!
How you doing, Slick? How's your Halloween? And as you can tell, uh, my VTuber is frozen again. One, two, three, four. Yeah, it's any stream shit ain't broke. Ain't that the truth? Halloween was quaint. That's nice. That's good. Glad yours was quaint. Night. Quiet. Quiet. I don't know why I read it as quaint. Quiet. That's good. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Halloween over here was an adventure. I did have to work, but not very much. So I was able to get home, enjoy. You didn't have to turn any children into gingerbread? Well, damn it, what the hell then? Bro, you didn't turn any children into gingerbread. Not even one? Man, it must have been an off year for you. People in the chat were like, wait, what the fuck? This is all a running gag. This is all just us being silly. Um, you were feeling kind. Fair. Um, so Frozen VTuber excluded, just when I got home, I had my red wizard robe that has a hood as well. I threw that on. Your gargoyle is feeling down, so you don't eat anyone. uh, for those who are wondering what Slick is talking about, look up Tragedy Mansion on YouTube. It might not, depending on a lot of factors, it might be an easy to find thing, but I made a silly uh, audio drama called Tragedy Mansion, and what Slick is referring to will be is referenced. It'll make sense when you watch it. I don't want to spoil it for people, but anyway, Halloween over here, I did dress up. I was a wizard, and I went trick or treating with my nieces and nephews. All the nieces were characters from K-pop Demon Hunters, and the nephews were whatever they wanted to be. I even I walked around with them and did a little bit of trick or treating. There was even a someone had a skeleton dog decoration that freaked out my 4-year-old niece. So I just told her, like, opened the robe cape to basically block the dog, and I cast a fake magic spell saying that the dog would not harm her, and I kept the cape open, so she trick or treated, and then closed the cape, and she, like, that was cute, whatever. Oh, Slick, for here's some more fun stuff. I started out the stream, and the background music wasn't playing, and my microphone wasn't working, and I got the microphone to work at least, but it has a little bit of echo, unfortunately. Like, no, I didn't change anything from the last stream, really. What the hell? But, uh, so be it. At least I'm able to stream, and I'm working on the janky hotel. Okay. I'm gonna put another set of stairs. Oh, no, I don't want them there. Yeah, that's fine. I'll have the stairs there. No, I don't want that. I'll the armor statues instead. There we go. Put statues in armor. And then I'll put a couple more piano players. Or maybe, I'll put or food. Alright, let me also Alright, let's go over here. Okay, so you have to go out and around. Hmm. How about we do that? We remove the stairs. Well, we'll move the stairs. I'll have to adjust the position of not only the event, but also the transfers. Okay, that'll take care of that. Well, those are the same. These have to change. Facing left. And now they can retain. And then adjust this. So they're right there. Okay. Cool. We got everyone there. And then I'm going to place... Oh, I'm on the event layer. Okay. Place that stairwell. Cool. We're doing good there. Whoops. Put that here. Oh no, I want... Bruh. Okay, that's that. Let's put an end piece on here. Why does that look right? No, I want that. Okay, this piece. There. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it there instead. On second thought, oh, they have more space on this side. Okay. Now, whatever. And we'll get rid of that. And what else can we add in here? Ah, this is fine. Kind of want to hang these. Not two of them. No, I don't need these anywhere. Not in here anyway. Alright, let's go and... I'm probably misspelling Mater D, but you know. That's what that's supposed to be. Oh my gosh! All I needed was an E. Maitre. Yeah. The maitre d'. So it's close. No, not you guys. I need a maitre d'. They all need to be this kind though. This guy. Let me take a look at him. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Fancy janky restaurant needs a name. Chat, go for it. I'm gonna give everyone in there a chance to come up with a fancy sounding name for the restaurant. It can be silly, it can be serious, whatever. Booty Bistro. That's funny, Noah. Le Bistro de Glute. Hold on, I need 0233. There you go. There you go, Slick. There you go. There's your booty bistro. Le Bistro de Glute. What in the... Why is that a thing? Like, why is that a thing? Welcome to Le Bistro de Glite. Welcome to Le Bistro de Glute. Now I'm trying to think of necessary puns to slip into this here. Slip in. I did. I set myself up for that one, but that's okay. Watch for the ditty. Welcome to Le Bistro de Goulte. And I'll paste another one over here. All right. Yes, I'm making the joke there. I only have 4 sets of these folk. Same to random. Oh, I didn't set the event. Okay, whoops. All right, let's put her. Hold on. And I don't have a name for her, so there. That's gonna be her name, Beauty, but also whatever. And Hugh Jass. It's gonna be this guy. Shares a lot of tables and people. I know, viral. I'm getting there. Unlike the sunroom in Pub, which was massive, this one's a bit going to be a bit more reserved. Like, I had to make reservations 6 months ago. This time I'll put people and then tables. Exactly, viral. In a way, that's kind of how I'm doing it. How much should a salad cost in here? Give me a really high number. Less than 1,000 though, but more than 500. A salad costs 700. Yeah, those leaps are expensive. Seriously. Hey, it's the Grand Hotel. Everything in here is supposed to be grand and fancy. Fancier than the other places. But just this hotel. Just this one. You need a reservation to eat. Like, I suppose. I suppose you could order to go. Yeah. You need a reservation design. I suppose you could order to go. How high should the to-go fee be? Give me a percentage less than 50. I'm gonna do a 47%. There'll be a 40. I don't think I spelled convenience right. No. Convan. IENC. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that is. There we go. A 47% fee added to your bill. Just for to go. That's how you know this place is crazy expensive. Okay, and then go to base level. That's why that doesn't look right. Okay. Because that looks. That doesn't look right. Even though it's the same. That's fine. Whatever. It's two. Yeah, it's two. Two. Do. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That'll do. But then that gets rid of space for people. Alright, well, at least that'll get you to the upper level. Okay, mid-level. Let's get some tables. All right, actually, let's put. Funny enough, let's put some people. Let's put some servers in here. Okay. This girl's gonna be a server. And the kitchen is gonna be, well, the kitchen's gonna be off screen. I kind of do want to put a kitchen in here, but we'll work on that later. Okay, so we got the two servers there. All right, let's put some tables down. One there, 1, 2, 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. That's it for tables. It's that fancy. There's only a handful of. There's so few tables. There we go. Okay, and now let's put some seats. And the other seat. Yeah, they don't exactly have the fanciest ones, but it'll do. There we go. And then oh, didn't want that one there. I'll put it there. Let's see. Hope that looks okay. If not, I'll adjust. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. Let's put some people in it. Create event, and this is going to be just a. They're all going to be janky guests. Put that one there. Put her there. And put this guy here. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, those guys are all military at the top. Those are all military guys. Okay. These are less military looking. You know, that guy's got, okay, that guy's got gray hair. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. My headphones almost ripped off my my face. Yeah. Okay, this is good. This is progress. This is progress. Hope you're enjoying the jams. This is Dark Synth AMV on YouTube, if anyone's curious. I think I'll put another Mater D. Alright. There. I'll have that. This guy will actually be, there. At least you can buy things. But I will be ramming the price way up. Alright, what's on the menu? I'm not hungry or... And then I'll set this up for shop processing. Okay, let's just start with the... I'm gonna put at least one thing on here. There's gotta be... No, there's something else here. But those will be, those prices will be increased. That's just for right now. Well, basically copy those, make them the deluxe or whatever, and then increase the price by 1,000. So when people come here, like, holy crap, this place is expensive. Yeah, it's the Grand Hotel of Jankville, but still. He's not a spy. So you can ditch your boyfriend and meet me at the hotel room. I mean, hey, if you can afford a room viral, have you seen the prices? It's 1,000 for the base room and 5,000 for the deluxe room. And he's a spy. Hello, this is the lockpicking lawyer. Today we'll be opening a hotel room door. Click on 1, 2. Isn't lockpicking lawyer a real person? Alright, we need... Okay, I'm gonna put her... She's Mistress Mayhem. Lockpicking lawyer is real. Okay. Let's say, like, that name sounded familiar. So you got Mayhem and you got Chaos. And I've got an extra extra chair here. Whoops. Let's just delete that. All right, let's put some more characters in. All right, I'm gonna leave one table empty. One. This one. Okay, this is a rich kid. Yeah, this hotel is the only place where it's gonna have like all of these particular characters. And this guy, he's a guard captain. Okay. I'm going to do a quick test run to make sure everything's working right. Fanciest 10th. And Visol, it's happening. Something like that. There we go. Gardenia. And that's what I've told Gardenia. Okay. Alright, we're going to do our test run and then another break. So first, let's see if we can get up here to the restaurant. Okay, let's go in. Check out this janky hotel. Welcome to Le Bistro de Glité. Do you have a reservation? Okay, those work. I had to make reservation 6 minutes ago. That's how hard it is to get a table. I suppose you could order to go, but there will be convenience fee of 47% added to your bill. And then these will, of course, be adjusted. But that's the basic there. No, but please leave. Okay, I don't have anything for her. This will lead you to the upper level, which is where basically a corridor, a hallway where you can have rooms. I promised my daughter the fanciest 10th birthday ever, and by Saul, it's happening. My daddy's the best paid security guard in the world. And that's when I took Gardenia to soil someone else's plans. You must have had a lot of dirt on her. Ha 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 ha. Alright, yeah. That's actually looking pretty good. I like where that's going. All because I had issues trying to make something. Or make the exterior. Alright, I'm going to run another ad break. I'm gonna take about 3 minutes. So again, if you need to grab a snack, drink, something. I'm gonna keep going after the break for another 45-ish minutes or so. So stick around. welcome back from break. Hope everyone had a nice break. I'm still frozen, as you can see. My VTuber is still frozen. Hopefully, my next stream, which will be tomorrow, tomorrow evening, it'll be back to normal. Tomorrow evening, I will be able to play Gravity Circuit, so that's exciting. That is a fun Mega Man style action game, and it's robot on robot violence. Yeah. But that'll be more fun when I can actually, be a fun VTuber. Anyway, let's add some more characters, shall we? Add my... Yeah, that's fine. Admirer. It doesn't look right, but... Yeah, it's correct, though. No fro, Justin. Um, I don't think I have viral. What is that? Alright. You'd know if you did, it's unique. Okay. Yeah, I definitely have not then. I've played a fair amount of PS2 games because PS2 was awesome. Effie! A giant robot game, except it's controlled in second person view? Has the clunkiest control scheme, and you feel this. Um. How. How would that even. I'm trying to figure out how second person view would even work. Like, I can think of. I know there was the one game where it had like all the mech stuff, but anyway, everyone go check out Effie Sectu if you're not already. Fantastic guy, fun streamer, just had a birthday, and just got all the ghosts and all the awesomeness in Luigi's Mansion. He proved one thing: Effie's not afraid of no ghosts. How you doing, Effie? You control a human character and you position yourself in the environment and you control the robot from the perspective of the human. Slick, thank you! Thank you for also hitting him up. Huh. That's... That's definitely something, Viral. Thanks for letting me know about that. I mean, another clunky PS2 game is the Brotherhood of Steel game, but we won't talk about that much. And yes, I'm making a Fallout reference right now. I've heard there's a secret society that has access to the rarest meats. We could have a voice off. Er? You're gonna get some Chinese takeout and head back home. Oh, nice. Hope you get something really yummy. One thing that's for sure is that so you know who General Picard from Star Trek, whenever he would get Chinese, he would always get chicken and make it so. You've got the left and right sticks to control your arms. L1 and R1 to step forward, L2 and R2 backwards. D-pad. Wow. That that's definitely a control. That is definitely a control scheme. You got a mixed plate last time. Fried rice with beef, chicken, and shrimp, and it was yummy. I can do the beef and chicken, but I've always told people I can't eat shrimp. Not allergic. Not allergic. I've never had. I just can't stand the texture. It just. Ugh. No. No. Wait, Effie, you actually played that game? You can share the controller to get the Pacific Rim experience. Wow, one person viral has ever heard of Rad and played it. Yeah, shrimp and lobster are two things I have issues with. Lobster tail, lobster meat, happily eat those, no problem. Whole lobster, nope, 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 can't do it, can't do it. The last time I had whole lobster was over 20 years ago, and when I got the lobster, I had to have them take it back and cut off the eye stalks because I have a problem when my food is looking at me. Oh, Effie, did you subscribe to like PlayStation Magazine or those kinds where they actually did send you the demo discs? That was one thing I loved about like the late 90s, early 2000s is that you would get, every month if you were subscribed to like PlayStation Magazine or official or whichever one or both, you could get demo discs. And man, some of the demos you would get. I have never played Guitaru Man, but I have played the demo of it, and I eventually did learn how to fight and beat that boss. Yeah. I don't have any of the demo discs anymore, but man, that was a time. The Sandbone Trio. I wouldn't know because I just again I never played it. But the demo disc, uh, I had a girlfriend who had a kid who wanted to beat that character the boss fight on the demo disc where the guy is like a bee or something so many times. Eventually, I figured out how to beat that boss, and eventually he learned how to beat the boss. And it was not easy. Guitar Man is hard. Hell, I still am terrible at Parappa the Rapper. I couldn't get past the first stage in Parappa the Rapper. I'm not kidding. A lot of the discs won't work. Oh, that's a bummer. There's a game I have. I have the disc, and it's for PlayStation 1, and it can only be played on a PlayStation 1 or 2 or emulated. That's it. You could. The game had a 100% failure rate on PS3. Legend of Legaia. Legend of Legaia, you could play on PS3 to a certain point, and then the game would crash. Every time. Every time. You think you can find ROMs of the demos? That would be cool. Hell, I remember buying certain games because they had demo discs included. I bought Brave Fencer Musashi because it had a Final Fantasy VIII demo disc. It turns out that Brave Fencer Musashi is actually a really fun game. Okay, and ROMs are good and important because that's how you keep certain games alive. Because some games out there, you'll have played them, but if you don't have a way to show like, yeah, I played this game, it's gone. There's so many games that are just gone or unplayable. Lost media, I think, is the proper term. It's a shame because, like, okay, Legend of Legaia, as I'm referring to, I liked that game. I still have it. I just can't play it on a PlayStation console, but I can. I do have I do have it on here on my PC. Can I? Let's not do that. Oh, it's National Sandwich Day. Cool. But on Duck Station, yes, that's really what you have to call it. That's what it's called. It's actually really stable. You can play. I might pop over to that real fast just to show everyone if you're like, what's Legend of Legaia? It's far better than EPSXE ever was. I never tried that. I remember Z SNES and Nesticle were the big ones for Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Everyone had Nesticle because Nesticle was just the name of it. Nesticle. Nesticle, the name. Yeah, Nesticle had the red-handed. You had it for the experience. I did do some emulating on and off, and I still do. Nesticle Dev made a Sega one called Genesis. Amazing. Thank goodness for the people who know how to do all that stuff and understand code. I don't know code at all. Well, I know a little bit of basic, as in literally that's the language basic. That's about it. That's part of why I use RPG Maker. No code, no knowledge of code needed, but you need a little bit of programming knowledge, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. They've got retro achievements. That's cool. All right, yeah. This guy, I love roast peasant. So tender, so juicy. Pheasant, not peasant. So these two are referencing Fallout New Vegas, especially because the White Glove. If you have not played Fallout New Vegas, first of all, why? Second, the White Glove Society in that game has they certainly do have quite the storyline. Before Duck Station, you have to go through a whole process to. Ah, yeah, I heard about that. I hear that. One bottle of wine is 1,000 G, but this wine has been aged for 1,000 years. Can you imagine $1,000 or whatever for a bottle of wine? That I I could that would just blow my mind. That wine better change your life. Yeah, really. Like what? You think these prices are high? Like, go catch some fish and cook them yourself then. Yeah, there's a bit of snark here. You would never pay that much? Yeah, right. Like I've always heard that there's some fancy level restaurants where they charge like that much. I've even you're saving up for a headphone that costs what? Wait, what? Viral. That's a pretty high price. Those better be amazing headphones. You got hobbies. I hear that. Um, like there are microphones that cost 1,000 plus, and if you're gonna buy a microphone that's that expensive, one, you better have an incredibly well treated room because those microphones will pick up everything. Everything. Whereas you can whereas a $200 microphone will do more than enough for most people. And you still need a well treated room. Nope, this is the empty table. A shot of Johnny Walker Blue can how $50 for Johnny Walker Blue? What? Sheesh. You're not deep enough into mics to go that far yet. Yeah, I hear that. Um, that's why I recommended. SM7B is good enough for you. Yeah, SM7B is a solid microphone. I've known plenty of people who use those. I have my Rode NT1A, which is what I'm using right now, and I have a Synco D2, which is a shotgun microphone. I use that more for voiceover. The the Rode still cost me around $100, but I got it on eBay. Normally those cost 200 to 300, and the Synco was about 200, and it is similar on of overall quality to the Sennheiser 416, which is the $1,000 shotgun microphone. The Sennheiser one is better, but the Synco will do basically an equivalent job for a lot of people. So, yeah. The guests here are demanding excuses. Grat. I should know how to spell this. You know a Mike obsessed tuber that often goes to thrift stores and got a Newman for cheap. Nice. I mean, hey, if you can get yourself a thrift stores are great because you never know what you can find there. I mean, I've gone to. There's a Goodwill. Yeah, those are nice mics. Yeah, they are. Um, Headphones, keyboards, and mics can be expensive, but the hobby spending goes real wild once you're into speakers or yeah. Um, my camera using a clip microphone. And you like how it sounds? Right on. Yeah, cameras can be expensive. The camera I have, which right now is being a piece of junk, and I want to throw my fist at it. Was like $100 Logitech simple webcam. It's worked most of the time, but recently it hasn't worked with my VTube studio. Boo hiss, boo hiss. Hence my frozen VTuber. I'll have to mess with that later. Yeah, the C922, as is listed in my about and all that. Hey, it works. I know some people have really fancy. Oh, hello. Dragons. Velu, how are you? It's good to see you. My VTuber's frozen, but I am quite alive. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. How are you? I am the animation voice, RoboRob, a voiceover talent, indie game streamer, and developer with a frozen VTube model. Sad. And just doing some RPG Maker, working on my own game called Mystery of the Sky Temple. Currently working on a fancy, janky hotel. Velu, how are you? How was your retro stream? It was Ratchet and Clank, wasn't it? Everyone, go follow Velu if you're not already. He's a chill Finnish streamer. He plays a lot of retro games. He just has a good time, and he also draws, and his art is quite I'll let him say, but it's definitely good. I don't know the word I want to say. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. You're talking about the $1,000 plus cameras you get from. Oh, yeah, yeah. I understand that. I actually had an SLR camera that my mom had, and she had an SLR, and it was really cool because you could switch out all the lenses. You did Ratchet and Clank, and I have the eye for photography. I've got a fantastic eye. I just have never had the proper camera. a number of years ago, there was a guy who did a lot of photography who I would hang out with who trusted me enough to use his like $1,000 camera. And I took a bunch of pictures and he looked back at me, he's like, dude, these are fucking phenomenal. Like, yeah, I know. Thanks. And you can buy a secondhand Canon EOS R50. Yeah, I did a little bit of photography way back in the day where you actually still needed film, and I used the SLR that my mom had given to me because she wasn't using it for a lot of photography. I was on the yearbook, um, I was on the yearbook staff while I was in high school. Yeah, this is almost 30 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm old. Anyway, I understand all about the lenses and how lenses and technique and angles and ways you can do incredible trickery. Oh man, I've got the eye for it. I just don't have the equipment for it. Wah. No, that exquisite is gonna get cut off. That should fit. Shame, yeah. Photography is fun. Tech has progressed where SLR has been replaced by mirrorless cameras now. Yeah, yeah, it's true. And not only that, phones are surprisingly decent. They've phone camera quality is it's wild how much that has improved. But there's still something for me that I love being able to just tweak the settings on the camera, adjust the lens just right. There's something about that that's even you can't match with phones. You just can't. Okay, I need a couple more people. I think this is all right for now. Yeah, yeah. Look at the screen, adjust your settings, less guesswork. That is one good thing about digital photos, though, is that you get instant results. You know if it came out good or not. Whereas in the old days, you had to hope and pray, which is why a lot of photography was, and you would take like 10 pictures as fast as you could, and hope that one or two of them was usable. You want to get it in stacks for photos. I even had a Polaroid back in the day. Man, I'm old. I say I'm old. I'm 44. Whatever. Bringing guests to this tour is a tricky affair. But to see the face of those who... Okay, that should fit. You can send a photo to it from your phone and print it. Wow, that is pretty cool. That surprisingly, there are still development places that exist, and also places where you can email them a photo and then they can print it out for you. All right, I'm going to test this out. You can still get photos developed at Walgreens. Yeah, places like that. These guys don't have Atlanta. Ah, I love roast pheasant. So tender, so juicy. Pheasant! Not peasant. Good heavens, could you imagine eating human meat? I would never. I've heard there's a secret society that has access to the rarest meats. You have to wear white gloves when attending their meetings. Or was it meetings? Either way, it's fancy. You can sell your OnlyFans pictures. Hey, you. Oh, that was a thing that photo developers had to deal with. Can you imagine? Like, oh, you're dropping off your film to the developer, and what's on it? Triple X danger. Okay, they need food on their tables. Alright, all the text looks good. You understood which reference, Melu. Okay, this is gonna be the only white gloves. Okay, good. Yes, that's the whole. That's exactly what I'm referencing there. Making a reference without saying it. Well, it's one of those. If you know, you know. If you played through it, yeah. Do I want any of these people? Yeah, I'll put her in. The ship's supposed to be magicians. Why not? She is going to be the only regular looking character in the restaurant. Everyone else is part of that fancy looking crowd. Alright, this is gonna be a military guy. Okay, this guy. Okay, he's a military guy. Yeah, this might be a little harsh. But again, these characters are all supposed to be like that. Ah, to enjoy fine dining again after serving overseas is such a delight. You wouldn't believe the things others consider food. There we go. I'm going to be wrapping up here in a little bit. So thanks everyone who stopped by in the Raiders D757 and Valahoo. Appreciate it. And everyone who's come and hung out. Good times. No, not those guys. And this is Military Gal. Can you imagine if he actually was? That would be insane. Especially because I'm not too fond of some of the stuff he's done because we've all heard about it. But anyway, that would also be wild. Let's see. What should she say? Let's see. Oh gosh, what should she say? Because she's also part of the fine dining is so wonderful. I couldn't even get. So, like, I couldn't even get sparkling mineral water while on deployment. I had to have plain spring water. So glad to be on. She's happy she's on leave. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sets. Actually, I'll use one of the other. This guy. He's the bus boy. Gotta keep this table sparkling and the silverware extra shiny. Alright, this is going to be. This is the business lady. Recently. Yeah. I had to lay off 300 people recently due to mergers. It wasn't easy, but my bonus went up 217%, so I'm not complaining. I'm just gonna call this person Business Bro. I'm hoping to acquire 3 new stores. Like, oh, I might lose my. Another person who's risking losing their bonus. Here we got people in business. Let's put this guy. I'm not gonna give him a name right yet. Yes, I'm a doctor. No, I'm not able to help you. I'm on a date with my wife. This doc. She's gonna be the wife. Look at the table. This is also an Earthbound reference. You're walking around talking to everyone. Such strange behavior. Alright, 2 more couples. Okay, that guy. His name is Guy Man. And then this one here is Man Guy. Why? Why not? Hey, do you have any menu recommend? Never. Oh, you don't work here. Never mind. Nope. There. A three-course. Unless they're. Yeah, a seven-course meal. Why the hell not? I don't even know what seven courses would even be. I've heard that um, for multiple courses that sometimes it's just a palate cleanser counts as a course. I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, let's. This dude. Cream from. Seven-course meal, but it's just eggs in increasing sizes. That would be that would be a thing. Here's your first course, but also that could work. Like the first egg is a chicken egg, and then or no, like the first egg might be like fish eggs, a little bit of caviar, then a chicken egg, go up another size, and then the last egg would be like an emu egg or something ridiculous. And, and screw it, somewhere along in the way, penguin eggs. This is truffle oil and penguin eggs. So there you go. This is Eggman. go with... Like, you might think... Does that look like juiciest? Feels like it's missing a letter there. Yeah, it's J-U-I. J-U-I. See it. Like, it's the juice. Vela, who I am, I just basically put you in the game right here. But I just shorted because he's saying talking about rump roast. And Vela, if you didn't notice, the name of the place is whoops, Le Bistro de Glute. That was Slick's yeah, so okay, that actually is gonna finish up the restaurant. So we're at a perfect wrapping up time. Yeah, the astronaut. You could say that. The rear server. Yes, I clever again. Austin Powers level, PG-13 level jokes and innuendo is allowed. Spaceballs level innuendo is allowed. That's the whole thing with this game. It's not okay. The main story is serious. The extra stuff is ridiculous. Like, that's why you have all these like rich people like, go away, peasant. That's why this hotel has this fancy soundtrack. Oh, this guy needs to have moving up. It's strange behavior, yeah. With the grip roast is just the blood of a cow. When made by an artisan, it's the juiciest cut you could ever consume. Bringing us to this restaurant is a tricky affair, but to see the faces of those who've never eaten like this is quite the experience. Yep, she's supposed to look out of place. All right. Yeah, we've got everything going through the restaurant. Just gotta make him so he's moving around. And that's that. Okay. Let me just fix this one guy's movement. It's random. Save it. And then I'm going to come over here. So that was it, everyone. Thank you again for stopping by. It's 4 o'clock over here. I am going to wrap up and I'm going to go to the gym, actually. But again, thank you, D757 and Velahu for the raids. Appreciate it. Thanks for everyone for stopping by and dealing with the fact that I have a frozen VTuber wing, but I can still like do. Wah. Hi. Hi. I see you. Hi. Hi. Anyway, I have to also mess around with that to fix it up to make sure that this works for tomorrow because tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock Pacific, I plan on streaming Gravity Circuit, which is a Mega Man style game. I was streaming it 2 weeks ago. It was a lot of fun. Alright, with that, it's time to find someone to raid. So let's see who is available. First things first, gotta check to see if anyone is playing RPG Maker. We got quite a few people here. You know what? Let's go raid JoJo Spud. We have not raided her in a while. Oh, never mind. She's not ready yet. She's starting soon. Let's see who else we got. Let's see if anyone is doing some RPG Maker. Oh, of course, now as I'm ending, a lot of people are jumping on. Is anyone else doing RPG Maker? No, just me, of course. I want to raid JoJo, but she's not. She's still loading in. Okay. You know, I think we will raid JoJo Spud just because it's been a long while. I've known her for years, and I usually end stream before I have a chance to raid her. She's gonna be playing Echoes of the Living, which is a Resident Evil inspired survival horror game. Cool. Let's get this set up. And again, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for sticking with my frozen robot. Because, and all the issues. Because, yeah, it's got to be, if it's not tech issues or audio issues somewhere, is it really a stream? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this is the raid message. So be sure to copy and paste that when we go ahead and raid over. And then I will see everyone tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock Pacific for Gravity Circuit. Okay, she still has a timer ticking down, but Be sure to have a great night, day, whatever it may be for you, and be sure to stay animated. Stick around for the raid, because that's coming soon. There's literally 25 seconds on her clock. So I'll get this all set up. And hopefully I can have my VTuber working normally tomorrow. If not, well, whatever. I'll make things work. I will make things work.